Welcome to Unburrowed, where we ask Evil Genius's professional StarCraft players your unconventional questions.
Today on Unburrowed, we're joined by our guest, Matt, aka Look No Hands. Hi, Matt.
Hey.
Alright, if the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, what would you do? So I guess if it were happening tomorrow, you knew it was happening tomorrow, what would you do right now?
Wait, just do now instead of do during the apocalypse.
I don't know, what do you guys think? We can interpret it either way.
Well, it's different if you know the apocalypse is coming.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew it was coming, I'd probably learn to shoot a rifle.
That'd be good for zombie apocalypse.
It always bothers me in movies when people are like with a bunch of other people and they're trying to create like a community, and then someone gets bit and it just spreads through all of them and they all die. So
you'd become like a recluse?
With you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Pull up arcs too much, though. That's one thing we have to consider. That'd be kind of scary.
Okay.
It's like a liability in that situation.
Yeah, zombies would come.
Oh, okay. Well.
And a zombie Poe would be terrifying. Could you imagine? She already nips ankles, like she gets. Oh no!
She could be
Damn
a
it!
valuable asset.
How?
I want to see you argue.
As a warning when
Yeah.
the zombies knock on the door. Oh, there are people in there. Just kind of comes in.
All right, Ben, what would you do?
I'd be a bit opposite to Jeff. Like, even though that kind of sucks when you have these like silly people that don't tell everybody else they got bit. Hopefully that wouldn't happen. But yeah, I'd grab like a bunch of my friends. Quite a lot of them. We'd all go to some island with a lot of weaponry, and yeah, we'd hang out.
There you go.
Create a new society safe
Yeah.
from zombies.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
I think just go out and start killing zombies, because like you're gonna die eventually anyway. It's probably not gonna be a very fun life, because like just running around and trying to hide and stay alive on an
But if
island.
you're on an island with all your friends, and it's a really cool island.
Okay, if you can get yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay. I think killing zombies is more likely to be fun while you're alive.
Probably.
That's true.
Okay.
I'd drive a lot, too. I think that'd be one of the best ways to...
You can run over zombies while you drive.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, there you
Good thing we have a Jeep.
go.
It's good for a zombie apocalypse.
What about you just learned to shoot a rifle?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably learn to defend myself. Oh, one of my aunt's good friends is an independent filmmaker. He made a movie called Zombie Chomp, where a guy survives in his house and he's out of food, and so he lures zombies in and he eats them instead of the other way around.
Ooh.
So
that plan.
something like that. Yeah.
That's actually, that's good. I wonder why more people haven't tried that in zombie apocalypse movies.
Well,
It's dead
Eating
meat.
zombies sounds kind of nasty.
Yeah, but if you
it
don't have
doesn't
any other
sound good,
food.
right?
But like I heard, if you eat too much like human flesh, you start shaking and stuff, and it's really bad for you.
Ew. Ugh.
shake's
Yeah.
probably the least...
Yeah, I think it wouldn't do you any
Somehow
good.
eating a zombie that when it bites you, you become a zombie sounds a little bit counterintuitive.
That's true. All right. If you were on MTV Cribs in your dream house, what would be the coolest feature you would show off in that dream house?
Torture chamber?
You're weird today.
You are weird today.
Thank you, Matt.
No,
Greg, what would you show off in your house?
I don't know. I never think about stuff like that, like ideal house or ideal car or any of that. I gotta think for a while.
It's too bad Bryce isn't here because Machine has told me about the pillow room he would have, where everything is literally
I'll
just...
have a ball pit. A room that's just a big like ball pit from the McDonald's.
That'd be
playpen kind of
awesome.
thing. There we go.
You just dive in.
Yep.
those things they outlawed because children are so dirty that they became like
Oh yeah, and those were nasty, but they were
germ
fun.
pits.
Yeah.
I would have like an outdoor bathroom, and not like a outhouse. It's like that one we saw. We went to a Street of Dreams or whatever, and they had a normal bedroom, but it had like a porch. But instead of the porch, it was the shower and the counter and stuff. And
Like
it's
open air? Or?
Yeah, it's open air.
So it was like, it had like rock formations that they had made, and then the ceiling was just open. So it was like you were going into like a courtyard, but then the shower had like an overhang thing, and it was cool.
It was awesome.
Very connected with nature.
I definitely have a chair that transformed into
Into what?
some sort of giant robot.
That's
Nice.
sick. That's a really good
Some
idea.
sort of like walker, shooter,
And it has
weapon.
to shoot flames.
Okay. That makes total sense to me.
I don't think anyone will stop you at that point.
Yeah.
It also has to have Darth Vader music.
Mm.
And the breathing sound.
And the breathing sound.
Absolutely.
That's true.
What about you, Ben?
Good luck overcoming that one.
I'm trying to think of really cool stuff to have in my house. But I just can't. I think Hugh Hefner has a really cool house.
So pretty much you just want to fill
The
it with
feature is
beautiful,
hot
busty
girls,
women.
yeah.
I
I
think
didn't think of that.
I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think I'll go for that one.
His views on marriage are very interesting as well.
Yeah, let's tell Abby about that one. See what
No.
she thinks
You
about
can't watch this video.
it. All right. So, what is your most useless skill? Something you can do that has no real value whatsoever.
I can bend my thumb back.
Do it. Oh, weird.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah, that doesn't really have any use at all.
It's actually
None at all.
like counterproductive too, because if you're trying to hold something and then your thumb just bends back all of a sudden, it's just like,
What the hell?
It's like, god damn it.
I'm all thumbs today. Oh my god. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm an amazing face actor.
Well, it's only useless because you don't want to pursue it, but you actually draw really cool characters, but you never draw them for any use. You just draw them randomly, like on chalkboards and stuff.
Actually got to draw Greg this past weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Was it good?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Mr.
pretty
Bitter
good.
randomly bought a notebook and went around having everyone draw another person who was there.
Oh.
It was pretty good. It was like one of those caricatures drawings that they do at carnivals or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, I
Then
think
mine
Greg
of-
drew me like 400 pounds. But
Mine of you was much better, definitely.
it's like, thanks, Greg. I don't feel self-conscious at all.
Jeff used to, in college, every blackboard that we would come across, he drew this little penguin wearing a top hat. Every single blackboard. So you'd go around school and you'd see Jeff's penguin around.
Which stems from something I did in middle school that I was famous for. I was known as the mustard bandit in middle school. And
Because of the penguin with the top hat?
No, something similar. Every lunch period, I would take the mustard bottle and I would draw what I called one of my marshmallow people. And they are a series of cartoon people. They look like they're made from marshmallows. And I just always drew it on the table, and I did it for like an entire year, and they could never catch me. So they started calling me the mustard bandit, like they were asking people to find out who it was, but nobody would ever give me up. And then eventually, this is my favorite part, when they caught me, they eventually caught me. Like they had a person like across the room just waiting all day long, and they found me, and they weren't even mad. They didn't even punish me. They're just like, that was really impressive. I cannot believe you did that for so long. And I was like, yeah, and I mean, jig's up now, right? And they're like, yeah, I can't do it anymore, but that was awesome. That was the mustard bandit.
Anyone else? Any useless skills? No?
No, I
Okay.
can't think of anything.
So, along the same vein, what is it that you are really bad at that everyone else seems to have no trouble with? Something that everybody else thinks is easy, but that you just can't seem to figure out.
I actually couldn't swim forever, and still I'm pretty bad at it.
Really?
But it's more just like I've never learned how, never bothered. Which is really weird, because I lived in Michigan, in the Great Lakes, and then New Jersey, next to the ocean.
Yeah,
That
you
is
should figure
weird.
that out. Don't fall in the pool.
No. I can stay afloat, I'm just not very fast when I want to go somewhere.
Oh no, a shark.
Doggy paddle away.
Uh,
Ben,
was
what about you?
I was really bad at math. Oh, well, foreign languages.
Ah,
Oh,
I've actually
suck at that,
failed
too.
more foreign language classes than I've passed. Yeah.
why do you think it gives you such trouble? Does it just not make sense?
I'm
to
not
you?
particularly good at memorization, so every time in class where they're like, memorize these lines and recite it in front, which was like the dumbest, easiest thing for everyone else, for me it was like hugely stressful because I can't memorize past like a paragraph.
Do you remember any Spanish? Can you like say something to our Spanish fans?
Hola, mi nombre es Jeff. Es muy tranquilo.
Good job.
Circa de now.
Good job. That was fantastic. What about you, Matt?
I'm really forgetful, so like I'll leave the house and then I'll realize that I never like grabbed my wallet or anything like that, like all the time.
I can sympathize with that a lot.
It seems so easy for everyone else, but I always forget things.
I'm with you, man. Jeff makes fun of me because literally we leave and then I run back every time.
Yeah. Not as bad as my father.
I make fun of
is.
you as the speaker of the people. I actually get in the car and I always go, okay, what is it? Like, not always, but when we're like on our way to the airport or something. Do you have everything? Yes, gosh. Wait, stop.
Okay, last question. What is the most feminine thing about you?
Oh, wow. These are good questions.
And, not being sexist, just, Anyone?
I know how to sew.
You do?
My mom was like big into quilting. That's her hobby, so I just kind of learned.
Really? Like when you were younger, you learned it to do with her?
Yeah, well, not to do with her, but just like as in passing, because our entire basement was like stacks of fabric and sewing machines, and all the boards she would pin them up on. So I just kind of did.
Do you still use that nowadays?
No, but I did it for a school project. There had to be a creative portion next to a paper we did, so I actually made a quilt about the Phoenicians.
Wow. That's awesome.
Did you, on holidays, have to wear things she made?
No, she wasn't. She didn't do clothing. She just made quilts. It was an art thing.
What about you, Ben? What's the most feminine thing about you? You're a sensitive guy.
I am a sensitive guy. Maybe that is it. I don't know. Maybe I look a little feminine. I guess I can be a little feminine at times, but the most feminine thing, I have no idea. There's too many things.
You like to sing, maybe?
I do sing sometimes.
Is that a feminine thing?
Cooking and cleaning, yeah, singing.
Remember how I specifically said don't
Making
be sexist?
sandwiches and stuff.
I have a really good, in my opinion, fashion sense for women, which is really weird. And I think it's because my whole childhood, like, mom would take me shopping with her all the time. And she was one of those moms that didn't necessarily buy a lot, but she liked to just go look and talk about it and look for sales and stuff, so...
She actually dressed him up as a girl a couple times just because she wanted to practice with girls' clothes.
When I was like 4, yeah. But through Anna's pageantry, I helped her with a few outfits, and...
Jeff actually styled my winning Miss Oregon USA wardrobe.
Nice.
Not
Jeff.
so many people know that, but it's true.
And then I would sit with, like, Abby or Melissa or some of her other friends and just judge every one of the girls as they walk down the aisle just over and over again. We'd pinch an inch with our eyes.
Okay. Matt, what about you?
I used to collect all sorts of weird things like beads and like jewelry. It was always like male jewelry, but that kind of stuff when I was younger. Yeah, sure.
Did you make jewelry or just collect it?
Yeah, I used to make necklaces and stuff
Cool.
for people. Yeah, I had this ginormous, I don't know why, but when I was younger I had this ginormous obsession with beading.
That's awesome. You guys are all kind of crafty. All those things kind of went in. I don't know. Are you crafty, Ben?
A little, yeah.
What's your most masculine thing?
It's such a hard thing for me to say something is masculine or feminine because I'm so...
Bisexual?
No, not so much that. More wary of gender roles is what I was going to say.
Kind of burp a lot.
I do not. Well, see, because the thing I would say is that I typically like sci-fi and nerdy pursuits more than the average woman, but I don't think that's a masculine trait. I'm just...
You're very competitive.
Yeah, that's true. I'm more competitive than... That's kind of a masculine trait. I'm very competitive. All right, well, that's it. If you would like to have your question featured in Unburrowed, tweet it at us with #Unburrowed.